Hi Premium members, if you're watching this video, this means you're part of the Premium WhatsApp group and have requested your own portfolio tracker where you can track your profit. So let's get into all the details which you'll need to be able to update your tracker daily. In a quick summary, column A is simply the days when the stock market is open. Column B is for your stock fund. Column C is for your asset fund. Column D is for your balanced fund. And column E is for your special fund, which specializes in certain sectors like the UBL Financial Sector Fund or the Maison Energy Fund. Then lastly, we have column F for your safe cash funds, which return safe and easy daily profits. We will take the admin trade sheet as an example and learn how to move around funds into your portfolio. Now let's go to the date of the 21st of August. On this day, the admin recommends that we sell a portion of our stock funds before the rollover. Since we already have invested $500,000 into the stock fund, we'll need to subtract $100,000 from this column, which is easy to do. So to convert capital out of this fund, all we need to do is add minus $100,000 in the cell next to the 21st of August. Now, as soon as we add the figure here, we see that the total in cell B2 has gone from $500,000 to $400,000. Now let's assume that the recommendation also asks us to buy into the balanced fund, considering the market is too risky. We can see that this fund has zero capital in it right now. So to convert into this fund, we simply click on the cell next to the 21st of August in column D and type 100,000. Doing this immediately takes the total value of the balanced fund from 0 to 100,000. Same we can do with the asset fund or the special fund. Now, what should we do if we want to inject new capital into our money market fund? That's easy too. There is no need to worry about this formula here. Let's say you want to add 100,000 into the money market fund, and it's expected to get deposited into your fund on the 21st of August. So we'll simply click on this cell and then type plus 100,000 at the end of this formula and press enter. This same exact logic will be used when you make redemptions from your money market fund, in which case we'll simply type minus at the end of the formula and then enter whatever amount that you have withdrawn from your money funds. Congratulations! Now you know the basics of recording your conversions, investment, or redemptions, but there is one little complication here which you should know about. Note that the admin has only one money market fund, and whatever we add into the equity funds automatically deducts the same amount from the money funds, but sometimes some members will request to have multiple money funds, like the sovereign fund, as well as the income or cash fund. So when you have multiple money funds, there will be no way to know which money fund you are converting out from to add capital into the stock market. For that example, we can head over to the member sheet of Nauman. Here we can see that he has both the MIIF and MSF. Now let's assume that this member wants to move out $50,000 from MSF and then add it to his stock fund, which is MIF. So he'll have to first click on the next day's cell and then add in 50,000, and simultaneously he'll need to click on the cell of MSF and then add in minus 50,000 because the cash is converted out from this fund. Now we can see that his stock holdings have gone from 8,000 to 58,000, while his MSF holdings have reduced from 160,000 to 110,000. With that, you have mastered movement of your capital on the portfolio tracker. Now let's discuss the return corner, which will always be on the right side of your sheet. For example, here in column K, you can see the daily profit and losses on the stock fund. You'll notice that whenever the index movement on column J is negative, the stock fund will also be negative. But as shared previously, the special funds do not directly track the index and can be invested in a certain sector. And with that, you can see that the MCB's Special Fund of Dividend Opportunity Plan gave a profit of $500 on the 19th of August, even when the market was down. Now let's dig deeper on all the formulas which you can see here. Let's take the stock sell on the 20th of August, for example. You don't need to get intimidated by this complex formula, but just for a simple explanation. This formula is checking the current date. If the date is today, then it will provide you with an estimated return of your fund as per your capital for that specific day. But when the day is yesterday, it will take the accurate NAV figure from MUFAP and then display you the most accurate profit or losses on your fund. The complex part here is that the formula only works for today and yesterday, and to avoid having outdated values on your tracker, we need to remove the formula daily and then overwrite them with the static values, which is very, very simple to do. So on August 19th, you can see a value of minus 1,650. We need to simply click on this cell and copy it. Once it's copied, then we need to press Ctrl-Shift-V. And once you do that, you'll see that the long formula is gone, and now all you can see is this static value. This can be done for all yesterday's values in a single go as well, which I'll show you now. We will simply copy all of your return fields from yesterday. Copy them all together, and then press Ctrl-Shift-V again, and now you can see that all the fields have been made static. Now comes the last part of micromanagement of your portfolio tracker. Even though the formulas are supposed to work based on the NAV very accurately, but still sometimes you'll see that your figure in the AMC application is just slightly off. Let's say that in the stock fund, you are seeing 392,931 rupees, but in your app you can see a figure of 392,933 rupees. That's a difference of just 2 rupees, right? So here is how you can manually update your returns. Once the cells has been made static, we will simply go into yesterday's returns and then type equals and then type -2 plus, followed by whatever your static value was, and then press enter. Now you can see that your value shown here will match the figures in your app perfectly. Lastly, you'll notice that the values in row 2 also incorporate your profits and losses into it, which also add the estimated return of the day, which is not official. So whenever you want to match your figures exactly, then we need to simply delete the current day estimate values like this. Once the estimated values have been removed, then we can add or subtract numbers on the last day returns. After manual adjustment, you can simply copy back the formula, which will always be there on tomorrow's cell, and then paste it back to today's estimated area. This can be a bit difficult for someone who has no experience on spreadsheets, and if that's the case for you, then you can request the admin to adjust your second row, and then these cells will only show you the capital which you added in these funds, and these will no longer show you the daily profits or losses. Note that there are going to be some rare cases where your AMC will not announce any NAV on the MUFAP website, and due to that, you will not get the correct results show up in the portfolio page. Whenever that happens, you will manually have to check your website or the mobile application to check the latest NAV and then enter it in the right cell. For example, if as per your calculations you earned 525 in the stock fund, then we'll simply remove the formula and add 525 here. With that, we are all done with this advanced level portfolio tutorial. If you still have any further questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Happy trading!